Thinking about a scary but effective Halloween costume? Well, stay tuned and I'm going to show you how I can lose one eye. If you stay tuned to the very end, I'll show you how to give yourself a gunshot wound. Hello, it's me, 우리에린, here for Dr. Christmas. I'm here to show you how I can lose one eye in just a matter of minutes. Now, let's get started. Or should I say, let's see where we can start. Okay, so first we're gonna decide which eye do you wanna lose. And I wanna lose this eye. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how big I want it to be. I like to go around the eyebrow so that none of the glue gets on my eyebrow. It's going to be right here, and now I'm going to just remove all the eye makeup that I have there. Take my trusty sponge. If you don't get all your makeup off, don't worry. Just make sure you get where you're going to glue. If you haven't started your makeup, just choose which eye and then don't do that eye makeup. Okay, so I've removed most of the eye makeup, as you can see, because you can see my deep, dark circle. Next, I'm going to get a piece of screen and cut it out in a circle. And I already have one. It's a bit bigger than I want it, so I'm just gonna measure it and cut it down. So this is how big it is. I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to cut around it. Yeah, I think that's good for me. Right there is good. It's high enough above my eyebrow, that's good. Now, if you're thinking, where can I find screen? Well, if you go to the store and you see the mosquito screens, they actually sell little stickers that you can buy, and they're screen stickers. The only sticky part is here on the edges, which actually works out and helps you. So if you buy these, you can actually use these. They're little stickers. So next I'm going to follow the same steps that I did with our previous video, which you can watch up here. Now, first I'm going to start marking it with a pencil. Just draw the circle. Now, just make sure it fits. If the screen is bigger than the circle that you drew, don't worry, that's actually good. So, then I take my handy dandy eyelash glue and I just put it all around that rim. Try not to get the eyelash glue on your eyebrows because it's gonna hurt getting it off. So you're gonna just wait just a little bit until it's tacky. In the meantime, get your tissue and just tear pieces in just short strips. I'm gonna put it around on the glue, making sure put the edge of the tissue on the glue because you kind of want this inner piece just like last time. Ripping our mouth, cutting out our eye. This is Halloween for sure. Now this, I think, is easier to do in pieces because it's a circle. Whereas the mouthpiece is easier to do as one big piece. And boom, we're already taken off much faster than the last one. If we just make sure that it's a little bit open here. Now this, you can use paper towels as well, but because it's by your eye, it can be heavier, so you might feel more comfortable with the tissue, and you can always layer the tissue. To add more texture, if you want it to look more like skin, you can add cotton balls. You can tear up a cotton ball and add cotton ball pieces all along the eye. Now that I have my eye hole, I'm going to take my screen and make sure that it fits in there. So it looks like the screen needs to be smaller, which is perfectly fine. I'll just cut it up. Still a teensy bit too big. Gotta make sure it fits in there. Has enough space to move around. So that looks like the perfect size there. I'm going to strengthen down here, and then I'm gonna color inside. So we're gonna be using the same face paint crayon as the last video. You can also use eyeliner. It is a little bit darker with eyeliner, but it's still gonna look dark because you have this screen. Just color it all up in there. Just color your eyeball. Don't color your eyeball, color your eyelids. I think my eye is pretty dark. What do you think? Now, if your screen is gray like these stickers are, my screen is black, so I don't have to worry about it. But you can use the face paint crayon to color the screen and make it black. So don't worry if you can't find black screen. Next, you're gonna just color the tissue the same color as your foundation. Now, if you get it in the black, don't worry. Sometimes it's just easier to use your fingers. Now you're just gonna peel that up again because it got a little stuck down from coloring it with your foundation. So you're just gonna peel it back up. My skin is peeling off. Don't worry if some parts are white. So I got some makeup in there. Don't worry, just take your black crayon and color that back over. It's time to put your screen in. So you're gonna very gently place it in. Just kidding. You need glue. You need the eyelash glue to put it in place. So you're gonna take your eyelash glue and just put it on the edges. Making sure not to get it in the middle part where your eyelashes or your eyeballs are. So just put it on the very edges. And you can place a little glue inside here. That will help it stick. Place it in. You can put some of the skin down. My eyelashes keep knocking the screen out. Close my eyes. If you have eyelash extensions like me, it's kind of hard to do. I have eyelash extensions, so they're sticking. They want to stick to the screen. So the reason why I like doing the screen over the patch, because you can just use a black patch and just tape it over your eye. I like seeing. So I like being able to see where I'm going, especially on a night like Halloween. So if you don't mind not seeing, you can just tape a patch and color the patch black. But I like having my eye open, which is why I use this screen. There we go. Okay, now that I finally have this screen in place, it's pretty hard with my eyelashes sticking to it, I'm gonna add the blood all around it. So I'm gonna take the blood and my handy dandy blood brush, and I'm just gonna paint. You can paint by tapping. You wanna tap ever so lightly. You can also use a little sponge. Just sponge it all around your eye. Don't push too hard because you don't want the screen to pop out. But I like this sort of sponge because it gives you that sort of stippling effect. So there you have it. And if you want the drip of blood, you can just add a glob of blood and then just shake your head until it drops. And then it'll drip down. So that's it for the lost eye look. I guess I was talking too much and somebody shot me in my eyeball. Maybe it was my husband, because I'm a newlywed, as you can see. So that's it for the eyeless look, and we're all finished. So I'm going to wrap this up with a nice gunshot wound. Stay tuned. Okay, so for the next look, the gunshot wound, we're gonna use derma wax. It's also called scar wax or nose putty. So we're just gonna get small ball shape. This might be too big. I'm gonna rip this in half. And you just roll it in a ball, kind of smush it down a bit, and then you're gonna put it where you want your gunshot wound. And I want mine here. You just press it down. If it's not sticking well, you can use some of the eyelash glue. We're gonna press it down until it kind of flattens out, except for in the middle. Now, that big lump, you can take some out using tweezers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a big glob out. I'm going to use the end of a makeup brush. You can use practically anything, a knitting needle or anything like that. I wouldn't use Q-tips because the wax is going to stick to the cotton on the end. So you're just going to make a hole in here. Make it as big or as small as you want. I want mine kind of big. There we go. We have a nice gunshot wound in the middle of our head. Now to make that look more realistic, we're gonna add blood in the middle. I'm gonna also add a little bit of the black just so that it looks really dark. So I'm just gonna do a nice big black dot in there. There we go. And it gives it that nice round shape. And then I'm just gonna add my favorite part, the blood. Put it in the hole. Now, if you can get a big glob in there, I'm gonna try to do that for you. I'm gonna use my blood gel for that. If you can get a big glob in there, it will leak down your face. So, fully up. We're just gonna wait and it's gonna drip down our head. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, we can again do the stippling with the sponge. There we go. Yay! That's what we wanted. I'd like to thank Dr. Christmas and his team for having me back again to share 2 new Halloween tutorials. I hope to be back here in time for Christmas to show you some pretty cool Christmas looks I have in store. Now, don't forget to click that like button down below and hit subscribe so that you can get notified about all Dr. Christmas's videos. This was 우리에린 signing in for Dr. Christmas. Merry Christmas! Bye!